We are back, and today we are going to do the insane process of ranking the games that we're most excited about for the rest of 2026. And I say insane because we love you, our viewers, so much that we are willing to go full-on gladiator style and duke it out, not to rank them as S or A or B or whatever. That'd be too easy. We are going to try to come to an agreement on where these are going to stand from 1 to 10, and it's going to be insane. But before we get into it, Mags, you're back.
I'm
How's
back.
It going?
It's going fine. I'm super tired, still recovering from the massive time difference from Tokyo to Tennessee, but super happy to have been able to visit Japan. What an experience. I mean, it's definitely like a trip of a lifetime. I'm so thankful I got to go. It's JRPG heaven for people like us. I mean, there's games and anime stuff everywhere that you can look for and hunt down and shop to your heart's content. And also, just the country in general is beautiful. It's very efficient and clean, and everything is just done very thoughtfully, from the public transportation system to how you order food in a restaurant, for example. So I just was blown away by it all. I already had high expectations before we went, and now I mean, it was even better than I imagined. So super happy to have gone. I've gotten a little behind on playing games because of that, so I'm trying to catch up now. But I would encourage anyone watching, like, if you have not gone to Japan but you're considering it, definitely do it at some point. And if you have any questions about it, please feel free to reach out to me. I spent a lot of time planning the trip, and I think it really paid off. And so I'm happy to offer any ideas or advice if you were planning a trip or wanting to and just need some more information. So yeah, just so much
join
fun.
us in the Discord because she gave updates there. And if you're not already in the Discord and you have any questions about doing any travel or something like that, we're there all the time. So check it out.
Yeah.
All right, Slam, how's it going, homie?
It's going good. I've been playing a lot of Trails of Cold Steel 2.
Word.
I'm probably about 10 hours away from beating it. That is an estimate.
Okay.
I'm at 65 hours, and I made some way through the last bit. I think I can finish it in under 80. You know, I'm like,
I mean, that's
I'm leveled up enough to where like most of the stuff I'm doing is very easy.
Yeah, the ending is just a lot. We'll see. I mean, if you can, that's great. I don't know. But I think you'll have a great time either way.
What are you thinking? Like 20 more hours?
I don't know where you're at currently.
Well, I don't want to say
no spoilers.
Yeah,
I know.
But I'm like quite a bit further than I made a lot of progress the last couple days. Last time we talked.
Have you reached the quote unquote finale? Mm-hmm. Just what the chapter's titled, finale?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe 10 hours, maybe a little more.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say close to that amount.
Yeah. And yeah, I won't say anything else, but I'm having a good time.
And we will do a spoiler cast of some sort.
Yeah. We'll definitely do that once I'm finished. So it'll be a much more positive one than Cold Steel 1, I think. Overall, my experience with Cold Steel 2 has been great. 2 thumbs up. So,
all right. Yay. I got those Cold Steel cards, but I'm assuming I probably shouldn't open them because of spoilers.
Probably
don't open them.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. When I did the opening of Trails in the Sky, that was entertaining. So
it was really entertaining.
You should have posted those somewhere.
Yeah,
you should have. Those are hilarious.
They're timeless. Dude. Yeah, you can post them anytime.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
The spoiler that you got from that was kind of wild, though.
Honestly, though, none of the spoiler, I had no context for the spoilers, so. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
That's true.
But that's all.
But I think just to be safe, don't open the Cold Steel pack yet.
That's good, man. Keep us updated on that one.
Yeah. You're making good progress for your goal.
That's right.
So I think that, I think you can do it.
I think so too. I'm pretty confident.
Love it.
Brandon's back. Welcome back.
Yes, I'm back.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Baby.
Shout outs to Slam and Mags for running the show in my absence last week. I've just had a lot of stuff going on, like personal side of things. So, yeah, I'm glad to be back. Starting to get back into playing some games. I was having a hard time just getting into things and moving things forward for a bit. So I did beat Dragon Quest VII, and for our members, we do have a Dragon Quest VII spoiler cast with Brandon, Just the Gems from oh my gosh.
The JRPG Pursuit.
Thank you. The JRPG Pursuit.
Yeah.
My brain is just losing it these days. So we'll see how
It's
this
okay.
episode goes. JRPG Pursuit, he was on there with us. We had a great time. We love that guy. We'll get him over here as often as we can. So if you're not a member, consider joining because we do have exclusive content.
And that was like a 2-hour episode. We like went.
Yeah, it ended up being like a full
freaking
on
Square
Oh my
Enix Final
goodness.
Fantasy Dragon
Right.
Quest extravaganza.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
it ended up just like going way off in a different direction after we were done talking about Dragon Quest, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
It's a good time.
So,
Oh, that
yeah,
sounds
so I've
like
gotten
fun.
back into Legend of Dragoon. I've been playing that again, and I finally passed where I was in my original save file. So I think I've told the story before, but originally, my original save file, for some reason on my PS2, the discs would not they wouldn't switch. It wasn't working, and I didn't know how to fix it. So I had an issue there, and I had to pause, and so I'm finally past that point. So I'm a little bit into disc 3, and it's kind of cool. Like, it's kind of cool being like, okay, now I remember everything that happened, and I'm actually moving forward, progressing, not just like replaying the same thing over and over again. Because I've played Dragoon several times, but usually I like retread what I had played, and I haven't actually pushed through to the end. So this will be the first time that I've actually beat the game once I get through it. So having a good time with it. Still lots of fun. Definitely a little bit more. I feel like janky is too strong of a word because I do like the game, but there's some jank there that I did not remember. So it'll be fun to talk about it in a future episode or a future YouTube video for my channel, and we'll go from there. So
Cool.
yeah, glad to be back though.
We're glad you're back too.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh shucks, thanks. All right, so we have all of these games that are coming out for the rest of the year. We've talked about a lot of them from PAX. We've talked about a lot of them in general, as we've seen trailers or as we've gone to State of Plays or Nintendo Directs, etc.
Mhm.
So we wanted to dig into what we know is still coming, including an announcement that I think was just today, as of recording, that Final Fantasy XIV is coming to Switch 2
In August.
which I don't care where
Crazy.
that ends up landing in this list. Like, dreams come true for me for that one, because
I will return
I've been
to it.
saying for years,
I will.
that getting it on handheld would be wild. So
Mhm.
I am super, super pumped for that.
That is exciting.
But that's what we're here to do. It's going to get wild around here, and I think we should just get into it.
Yeah.
Guys,
Let's do
let's
it.
just do this.
All right. So, first game up. Now, we're ranking this from 10 to 1. 10, we're doing a top 10 scenario here,
Mhm.
right? So,
We are.
number 1, obviously, our most hyped for game. And if you're looking at the list right now, I think you can probably guess the 3 or so that will be fighting for that number 1 spot. So it should be fun figuring out
How
which
could they guess
actually gets there. But
They'll never
yeah,
guess.
we'll see.
we're going to start off with the Adventures of Elliot. Now, have we all played the demo? I know I've played it. Brandon,
I
you
have
played it?
and ate it up and loved it.
Mags, did
Yeah.
you play the demo?
I didn't, and I'm just not like super excited for this one.
I know you're not
I just
really
don't know if it's really like my thing.
Yeah, you're not like
so that's why I've not played the demo.
not like a Zelda fan. Do you play any of the HD 2D games? Like, you haven't played Octopath or Dragon Quest or Triangle Strategy or anything like that?
I've played a little bit of some of them, but I've not like finished any of them.
So where would you rank it, Mags?
Oh man,
Probably wouldn't even make her list.
Well, I don't know. Let me see what else is on.
There will be some
here.
games that don't make the list because
Yeah, we have more than 10.
We have more than 10.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
But
mean
Adventures of Elliot is definitely
that they
making the
aren't-
list.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean
totally.
that any of these are like bad.
I'm just interested
It's just
in where Mags would like get a feel on what Mags thinks on it.
And to clarify, like this is just what we personally are most hyped about.
Yeah.
Not how good we think these games are going to be.
Yeah. These are this is the Level Up Legacy official excitement
hype level list.
Yeah.
Hype list for
hype
2026.
List 2026.
Oh yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
I love how
so
Max is just slowly melting down in the corner every time these outbursts happen. It's wonderful. That's why
they
everybody's
just
here.
keep growing and expanding.
And they will.
I need a soundboard.
I don't know. I don't think I would put this one very high. Are you done?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Max.
I'd probably put this at 9 or 10, personally.
Whoa, 9 or 10.
Yeah, I think it's way higher than that for me personally.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine.
Woo.
Listen, like this is a game for you two. Like I know that, like just knowing what you guys play and what you enjoy, like that's totally fine. It's just not like for me personally. So I have to be honest, like that's where I would put it.
I think I would like to see you try the demo, man.
Yeah.
It's like
fun.
maybe an hour.
Yeah, and it's a good time.
And I feel like at the very least you would get a feel for like what makes the game fun, and maybe you walk away and you're
say,
like,
yeah, this isn't for
about
me.
But
I'm
maybe
not
you
really
walk
feeling
away
it.
and you're like, oh, actually, that was a pretty cool experience.
I
So
think
maybe
I do think you would have a good time.
I think that's
with it.
fair.
You know, I do think you would have a good time with it.
I know it's not going to be 9 or 10. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
you know, I wanted your thoughts on it, where you landed on it. For me, this is a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, given the other games in this list, I'm gonna say 4 or 5. It's probably a safe place to start, and then we can like adjust as needed.
Yeah, we'll throw it at 5 for
fair.
now, right in the middle.
Yeah.
So next up, we got Kyoto Xanadu. Now, there are some questions about whether this is definitely coming to the West this year. But we have it here because it is coming out in some capacity this year.
Yeah, it's coming out in Japan in July.
And we're excited about it.
2026.
You know?
Yeah. There's a good chance that it will be.
I think it'll come here at some point this year.
It will. I don't know when, just because we don't have any information about a Western publisher at all. And typically, I feel like we would have that announced by now. We just know, like, we know everything like related to the Japanese release, but not a Western release. So I hope it's this year. But I also hope that it's not anywhere around Sky Second Chapter if it does release this year. So whether it's like later or earlier, that's what I'm hoping for. It would
get buried.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm excited for this one. I just recently played Tokyo Xanadu this year because this game was announced, and I just thought, okay, it's finally time because I want to play Kyoto Xanadu. It looks really good. So let me at least play the game that kind of like started this formula with Falcom, this kind of like game where they took pieces of like East and Trails and put it together and just see how it is, see how it stacks up. And I really enjoyed it. So I would definitely put this one at like maybe a 6 or 7.
That's exactly
personally
where
this
I
year.
was thinking. That I was literally thinking
Me
probably.
too.
Really? Are we all in agreement?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at us.
This is way too easy. Wait till we get to some of the other.
I told you we needed to do numbers and not tiers because we would have just flown through this.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
So Beast of Reincarnation is next up, and it's one I'm super, super excited for. I want to see what Game Freak is capable of, and everything I've seen from this game looks incredible. Combat looks great. Presentation looks great. Like, it looks like it's doing some really creative things mechanically. Yeah, for me, this is probably maybe a 4.
I got to be honest. Beast of Reincarnation right now for me looks like one of those games that I'm interested in seeing what it does because of the team behind it and what we've seen in the trailers. I'm not sure I've watched any of the trailers and been like, that looks like a day one.
Oh, it has
play
for me. I mean, we probably land different on it then, because when I watched the most recent like in-depth trailer, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this immediately. It looks really good, but I can see the reservations on it, and I know these games are kind of, because it looks like it's leaning heavy into like action based combat and stuff like that. So it does, and it definitely looks like an RPG, but it looks more like a Western RPG than it.
And I think that's why there's something about it that I'm just kind of like, I'm interested in following this one, possibly picking it up, but like if it came out at the same time as any of the ones that I'm most hyped about, like I probably just wouldn't play it, and I wouldn't really feel bad about it. Like maybe I would come back and try it later, but it's one of those that feels simultaneously exciting but missable for me when I think about other like big hitters that I'm super excited about.
This one is,
so personally, it would be a little bit lower
for me, and I understand. Maybe we don't put it at 4. For me, this is unmissable. This is a 100% play. I think there's only like 2, maybe 3 games on this list that would keep me from playing it right away. But that's just because like the intrigue is so high for me on this one. Like
that's fair.
Like
that's a fair point.
Just so crazy interested in seeing what this team can do, what they're capable of. And then like every time they show something new from the game, it seems like it's definitely shown that it's not just like a phoned in action game. Like there's like depth in the mechanics here, and they're trying to do some really creative things with the game, which is nice. Now, if they were revealing it and it just looked like another hack and slash action game, I probably wouldn't be that excited about it, but I really like some of the things they're doing. So that's why it's high for me, but I'm happy to put it all the way up at 7, because
there's certain types of games for me that, like, there's some games where I'm like, I'm hyped enough about this game that I don't really care how it reviews. Like I know what I'm getting and I'm going to go get it.
Yeah.
This is one of those games where if it came out and it reviewed like a 72 or 73 or something,
that's pretty low, though. It would probably peel me back a little bit. I'd still want to try it, but I'd be like, oh man, this one didn't land. I fully expect this to land.
If it came in and it was like whatever, an 88 or something like that, then I'd be like,
gotta try it.
Like maybe I'm more inclined to play it. So it kind of sits in the middle. Like if Elliot and Kyoto weren't on the board for me right now, I would probably put this one smack dab in the middle. I don't know if I want to lower either of those, but that's just my general sentiment right now in terms of like how hyped I am about it.
Where are you at, Mags?
I would definitely put it below Kyoto Xanadu.
Okay, 7.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably put it lower because most of the games on this list I'd probably play before it. Not that I don't think it looks cool. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I need to know like if the story is going to be good or be like a focus. Like, I don't know based on the trailers, like how much that is a focus. And not that there's anything wrong with a game being more gameplay focused. Like that's not a bad thing. It's just for me personally, like I need more than that. And if that's the main focus, it's a bit tougher for me to be really invested. But I do understand that like there is a big appeal to this because like it's showing us what Game Freak can do outside of Pokemon. And I know we all want to see that. And so that can be interesting on its own. But yeah, personally, it's just not at the top compared to most of these other games. And I think that if it does review really well, I'll check it out. But I'm not going to put it at the top of my list.
I'll put it higher because I mean, like, I am. If push came to shove, and I'm going to go back to what you said, Brandon. You made a good point about if it came out at the same time as these other games, would I push them aside for it? And I don't think I would put Adventures of Elliot or Kyoto aside for it. I would probably I would still play Beast of Reincarnation. I would probably just wait to play it. So
and I feel like to be clear too, like from my standpoint, I get, and maybe this is totally incorrect, and I'm happy to be corrected here, but when I've seen the trailers, I got like Dark Souls type vibes to
Yeah.
the overall
Which I love
experience.
those games. I played all those games.
But for me, like I've always been. In fact, I just had a conversation with one of my buddies who visited. Shout out to Tom. I'm sure he's going to be watching this at some point. He just came. We were talking about this because back in college, he loved the Dark Souls games, and he would like try to talk me into them, but I'd be like, "So what's the story?" And he's like, "Well, you like find things around and there's like lore," and I'm like, "Okay, but like what are you, it just seems like you're dying a lot." And he's like, "Well, yeah, but it's fun." And I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, see, for me,
I feel that too.
There's plenty of games I play just for the gameplay. I am someone that really loves a great story, but I know what I'm getting into, and when I feel like a game just has like perfected or mastered like gameplay systems in a way that like has me hooked, I could totally get absorbed by a game that story's not the main focus. And Elden Ring is one of my all-time favorite games, and
sure. But like Elden Ring is actually a great example of why a game like this like kind of misses me. Is like, I know how highly rated that game is. I know how good it is. I have the game because I have a problem, but I still have like not put the time in because like my interest is just not, it's not really there. I'm sure I would enjoy it. Like if I just sat down and decided to go for it one day, I would probably get into it, and maybe that would change my overall sort of sentiment or feeling towards these games. But when I see games like this, I tend to be like, "Oh, that looks really cool. I'm going to go play a JRPG." Like a different type of JRPG, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a Souls-like.
Yeah.
So that's just my general sentiment towards that type of game. So that's my context for why something like this isn't going to hit the same way as some of the other ones on this list.
Fair.
Yeah, I feel the same. And honestly, like if I see in like the reviews or coverage or from people who play it, like, yeah, the story's really good and like it's a key part of the game, then I'd be way more interested in it. It's just tough to know because 100%. Like a lot of the marketing is focused on the gameplay because it looks really good and it's really impressive. And so I don't fault them for highlighting that, especially if that is like the biggest appeal. But I just need to know a little bit more
also be interested
before I put it above other games.
I'll be interested if there's voice acting. I don't know if we know that yet. So like,
can you imagine Game Freak coming up with something like this and then there be no voice acting still?
There has to be. Like
it would be like
keep getting away with this.
On Metacritic just because people are so pissed off about that.
After ZA, they cannot keep getting away with this.
If they didn't, that would be something, wouldn't it?
That would be rough. Yeah, I hope they did just for their own.
Yeah,
like state. So
next up is Decapolice. Now,
Decapolice.
We love level 5 here, right? This game looks insanely interesting. It's definitely had my attention since the day I saw it, and I just love everything I see about all like the detective aspects of it and all the different mechanics they've kind of shown off. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just don't know if it, like, for me, it's like, is it coming? How many times have they pushed it back? I was just
about to say,
it,
I think my
which
hype
has me worried
by how ambiguous this is.
Yeah. It has me a little worried at how often it's been pushed back. Like, is there trouble with it? Is it as good as it looks? Like, is it going to be one of those games like that got delayed so much, ends up coming out and being a downer? So I am a little bit more reserved on this one for that reason.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the concept seems really cool.
Yeah, and the team
it's
behind
kind of like
it is good,
Yeah, it's kind of like an Ace Attorney style game, but as a JRPG with like gameplay elements in that regard. But yeah, I think a lot of people, like, even though like we're getting some updates from level 5, I do think people have been kind of frustrated with how they've handled some of the marketing for their games. And so yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. Like, I'd probably put it at the bottom and just see like how our conversations go with the rest of the games, because this one is just a This one's just tough because of the state that it's in and all that we don't know about it still.
We can put it.
So-
Yeah, we'll leave the slot 10 for games we need to talk about later.
Sure.
Okay.
And let the record show.
Let the record show.
Let the record show that after this episode drops, we could get news that totally changes things around here. We could get a story trailer for Beast of Reincarnation. We could get a Deca Police update that blows our minds. Like,
He's not
this
wrong.
could shift quickly.
Yeah.
So
It could.
just want to throw that out there.
It's
right?
just our list in this moment of time. Like, it's just captured in that one moment of time and how we're feeling right now.
That's right.
So
it'd be so
just keep
interesting to
that in
come
mind.
back to this after these games have come out. And we
Yeah.
played them.
Maybe we
being like,
will.
okay, how did we feel
You
about
know?
this? Yeah.
We could at the end of the year come back and
That's
see
true.
like if they ended up being as good as we thought they would be compared to everything else. So
That's true.
So
love it.
next up, we've got Resident Evil
Right.
9. Right.
Resident Evil 9, bro. This is number 1. Easy.
this isn't.
Wait, is there?
This is not
there
on the
a
list. This is not
level
going on the
above
list.
One that's like Mags must play.
Bags must play
We don't
Resident
have
Evil
that
9.
tier. That tier doesn't
Oh
exist.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that bit just had to happen. So
It's like going to end up on every single tier list we do. I'm surprised
It
we didn't
will.
put it on the fast food one.
yeah, it should have been.
Could you imagine?
Bro.
We
how did
totally
we miss
missed that. Oh, man.
We
So I was
did.
just
Oh my
thinking
gosh.
food. All right.
We
Anyway,
Final Fantasy 14 on the Switch 2 was announced today, and let me tell you, I am so excited for this. Now look,
Yeah.
FanFest has been going on, and everything I'm
Yeah.
seeing, the new expansion, all of this, I'm like, dude, they've brought me back in. Like, I am like
Yep.
looking up everything FanFest, everything Final Fantasy 14. I need to reactivate my account. I need to get back in there now. I need to there's expansions I haven't even played yet because they came after I fell off of it. I am unbelievably hyped for this. It's going to sit at a 4 for me right now.
Okay.
4?
I don't know. I don't know how to place a number on this because here's my struggle.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 is like a billion years old at this point.
It is, but it will go forever.
However, I have been saying for years, and if anybody knows me watching this podcast, we've probably had this conversation several times. I have been saying for years 2 things. Number 1, I would love if they
Put it on a
did single-player
handheld.
standalone Final Fantasy 14 games and release them, because that would be amazing. But number 2, if we could play this in handheld, it would be incredible. Because one of the things that I struggled with when I was really into 14 was when I traveled, I had it on my PS4 at the time. And I tried getting like a PC version, but I didn't have a good gaming computer, so it was way more janky, and I just kind of had to make it work. And then I tried remote play, and remote play like kind of works sometimes, but like the latency, it gets weird. So having native handheld Final Fantasy 14 on the Switch 2 is going to be really freaking amazing. And they have the controller controls for that game down pat.
It feels great on a controller and it has for a long time.
Amazing. Absolutely. So like this will be the best way to play 14 unless the only thing you care about is the highest graphics possible, which fair, right? If you got a beefy PC and you're not traveling,
I do think
great.
the Switch 2 can handle this pretty great.
Absolutely.
It's a relatively older game and it's not meant to be like this huge, crazy powerhouse being
Switch 2 is
required.
gonna run this thing
It'll run
perfectly.
great on it.
Yeah. So I am when they announced that, I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't ever think this day would come. I was trying to get it like to work in a janky way, like on my Steam Deck, and this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So again, it's hard for me to put a number on this because it feels like cheating a little bit. It's almost like the Game Awards when 14 is always in the Game Awards, and it's like, okay, it is really good. It should win something, but it's also been here for like 15 years.
Mhm.
So I am content with wherever we decide to put this. Just let the record show.
I love that you're saying
personally,
it so much in
I
this
know it's because
episode.
I love that you have said that, and so now it's becoming a thing for all of us.
I love it.
We
We have like a record keeper somewhere that keeps all our records that have shown.
Yeah, Mags. She's always writing down all the crap that we do, so she can perform her revenge.
Oh, I don't even have to write it down.
I think that
you say it enough that it sticks into my memory.
Like we can throw it in, let's talk about it, but I feel pretty good about it at 4. But
Sure.
that's me.
4 only because there's other games we know are coming that are way up there, but
yeah.
And when I say Final Fantasy 14 on the Switch too, I mean we can throw the expansion in there. And that's also a big deal.
Can we? Okay, guys. Okay, hold on. Let's just like park this for a second and talk about this. Can we please at least try when it comes out on the Switch 2 to do like a little bit of time together, like a Level Up Legacy Final Fantasy 14 group or something? Because look, there's people in the Discord, like Lurok I know is playing 14.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we decided that we were gonna in the Discord like actually play this together for a little bit, I think it would be really freaking cool, and I think we should do it. I'm just saying.
I would be down. Mags though, I know how much she likes Final Fantasy 14. Or Final Fantasy in general.
It's got to be all of us. It's got to be all of us, Mags. You are Moogle Mags. Mags, come on.
I know. I was given the nickname. I did not choose it, but I've just never played it, so I don't know if that is like a detriment to everyone else's experience.
It won't be.
Actually, it would probably make it more fun.
It would.
Because we could run you through stuff.
There's going to be.
I have a level 80 something like character.
Mm-hmm.
And you can desync the early dungeons and you can run through them. So either you can play it like normal, or literally I could walk you through dungeons and kill bosses in one hit. Like it could be a really fun experience depending on how we wanted to do that. Just saying.
Slam just put it in 4.
Yeah,
but I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be fun to play it, especially with folks in the Discord, and I'd be willing to give it a try. It's just that I would be coming into it as a complete like newbie. Like I played it once. We played it once at PAX, me and Sean and Jason and some
Classic
random
Jason.
Yeah, I know you love Jason. And some random people.
Jason.
And like Jason was literally carrying us through that raid. Like it was a lot. And
I
was very overwhelmed.
I think you'd like it, Mags. It's pretty fun. And
I think
Final Fantasy 14 does a really good job of like allowing, players of varying levels to party up and things to scale appropriately.
And they've even added like this was added a long time ago by now, but it was new for a while. I mean, obviously, maybe that's a dumb thing to say, but they added a feature where you can actually go through the dungeons with the characters in the story. So you can play all of 14 as a single player game right now.
They did that. When did they add that?
Really cool.
I think that was after I fell off of it too. I don't think I've played it like that.
It was by now it was several years ago, but I feel like given the history of 14, like it's still technically kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool because the character, like one of the best things about 14
it's the story.
Is the story.
Yeah, I've heard so many good things.
And the music.
Yeah.
The music.
I know.
Okay.
Everything burns.
I jokingly put this at 4.
Oh no, it's gonna stay.
without asking Mags. It was kind of
right.
Just trying to be funny. But Mags, honestly, where are you landing on it? Is there any excitement for this for you? Are you interested in it at all?
I mean, I'm excited to try it, and I think it would be more fun, like with other people. So I'm not just kind of like, struggling with it on my own, because I'm not like a really big MMO player. So like a lot of the basic stuff is going to go over my head, at least at first. So yeah, I think it'd be fun. And I've heard a lot of praise for the story. And so honestly, like it would be cool to actually experience it and see
the
what
story
everyone's
and the
been talking
It's
about.
one of the best Final Fantasy stories, honestly.
Yeah, like I can hear Mags now being like, Ishtola is
exactly, dude. I was gonna say that.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
We're on the
and
same
I trust
page.
that you guys know,
Yeah.
so I'm sure you're right.
You'll love it, Mags. You'll have a good time.
yeah.
It'll be a good community
Well,
thing too.
And honestly, too, like I really want to try to like complete 2 Final Fantasy games this year. Not like, I mean, obviously 14 is not really a game that you complete, but I would like
complete
I'd like
it.
to
You gotta,
try to knock
hundreds of
2 of those
hours.
off this
Yeah.
year. Like that's a
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to get through that series a little bit because I haven't played
Which 2
as
are
much
you
as y'all
thinking?
have.
Final Fantasy 10?
Either probably Rebirth
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
and maybe 6.
That's a good one.
Okay. Ooh, 6 would be a good one. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so. 14, and this is why I made the comment earlier about like how amazing it would be if we had single player 14 expansions, because you just treat 14 expansions like full games.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
then it becomes like story wise, it becomes like a really freaking good anime or something. Like it's a show.
It's like in arcs. It's like
because-
Trails.
Yeah,
Essentially.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I think there's like 6 or 7. There's a new one coming out. But what I've heard from people, and it's been so long since I've gone back to the original expansion, but people are like, oh yeah, story in the beginning is kind of like slow burn, and I think that's fair. I think there's some highlights in A Realm Reborn. That's the base. But when you get to Heavensward, the way Heavensward picks up, or even the way, like, there's always content between expansions. So, like, there was A Realm Reborn, and then they had, like, 4 story updates, and then Heavensward. And they always do that with all of the expansions. When you get to those expansions post A Realm Reborn, going into Heavensward, and then you do Heavensward, like, the music, the characters, the story, everything just explodes. And from there, you're just on a high. Like, there's some like dips here and there because you have such high highs, but it just keeps rolling in a way that's so freaking good. And I feel like, given your love of characters and story and things like that, like I genuinely think that you would be all over 14 story if you were willing to get into it.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll see.
All right.
We'll have to plan that out.
Another Eden begins. Now this is a mobile game. Started as a mobile game.
Right.
So I've never played it because I really don't like playing games on my phone or iPad or anything like that. I just don't. I don't really like it.
Yeah.
And now it's moving to console. It's coming out on the Switch. I don't know if it's going anywhere else. I can't remember.
I think it's on PC as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me,
it's on Switch too.
It's really exciting because a lot of people praise the story and the music and, you know, the combat and everything, but it's still like aesthetically, it still looks so much like a mobile game. And I like, when I look at a game, and aesthetic and art style and presentation are so important to me, it's going to be hard for me to get used to that regardless of how good the game is. That's just me being transparent. Right. Just because the list of games to play at any given moment is exceedingly long. Right. So it's hard for me to be like, it would have to be really, really good for me to like dive in immediately. This is one I might get to at some point, but I feel like this is, for me, probably sitting at the top of that discussion area.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm excited. So given Octopath Traveler 0, I'm excited to see this trend of moving mobile games off of mobile and turning them into the games, like full single player. I don't know how that's going to translate for this one, because
this
just
looks like
one
a
did it
port,
right doesn't mean they're all going to do it
whereas
right.
Octopath Traveler 0 was like literally remade like to be a
gamification of it.
Well, the producer has said that it's more than a port.
Oh, really?
So I think there's more to it than that. Yeah, I'm just looking at like recent news, because I think it could be like possibly a similar scenario to Octopath Traveler 0. I mean, obviously, I don't think it looks as good. It's not quite in the same style aesthetically, but a lot of people have sung this game's praises.
I see it all
when it was
over the
first
place.
announced. Like, there's just a lot of folks who really enjoyed the mobile experience, and so if they've refined that to be like a good single player console experience, I think it has a lot of potential.
Yeah, there was a
Um,
lot of originally there were a lot of like comparisons being made in the marketing to the Chrono series as
Yep.
well. I think they had crossovers with the Chrono series. I know Yasunori Mitsuda has done music for this game. So
mhm,
that like pedigree being there has had me interested for a long time. In fact, I've listened to music from this game for years,
mhm.
having never touched the game. So
Yeah.
I agree that it's like it's not top for me because I have a healthy level of skepticism with this type of thing, but there is potential here for it to be very exciting. And like for me personally, this will probably be something that I look into playing over something like Beast of Reincarnation, personally. But that's because like I've known of this game for a long time, and I hate mobile games, as you guys know. So seeing them turn it into something that is an actual game and not just a mobile port makes me want to support it out of principle.
Mhm.
So
So
do we want to
That's
yeah.
fair.
do we want to put it in 7 or 9? How are you feeling, Mags? I'm okay
Well,
with
I want to share like there is a quote from the developer that I found that talks a little bit about what they've done to change the experience, and so they've had the story fully voiced and redesigned everything from scratch, from field exploration, battles, and the character development system, developing the game as a brand new RPG title rather than a port of the mobile version. So obviously the developer is going to say
that's
good
very
things about
good.
the
Yeah,
game,
that's good.
but I've been more positive about this one. I mean, if they are going to put the work into it to make like a true like single player console experience that's not got like the mobile roots, then I'd be happy with it in 8 or 9.
Okay.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's worth
Let's
that.
put
And
it
like if we have to discuss it later, that's fine, but I think it has a lot of potential. So,
no slam. Put it in leave Beast where it was and put it under Beast. Like I want to respect the fact that you are very hyped for Beast.
Okay.
And this one's kind of hit or miss. So for now,
oh
I'd
yeah,
say put it in 9, and
put it
then we can
above.
discuss it
Yeah.
later if we want
Put
to.
it
Yeah,
this
there
way
you go.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because also like Beast of Reincarnation is a true single player experience and was
Yeah.
developed as that initially and looks really good. From an aesthetic
Yep.
perspective, it's like miles ahead. So I understand.
Well, I appreciate that after the whole Long John Silver's debacle.
We gotta give it to you sometime.
Appreciate it,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
still
I know
sucks,
that
but,
I know I'm a weird fella, and I like random things, and I appreciate that you guys support that here at Level Up Legacy.
We do. We
And
do.
you haven't,
Mhm.
We love
you
you, buddy.
didn't kick me off the show after the Long John Silvers, so I think I think I'm here to stay, folks.
Yeah, if we can accept that, we can accept about anything.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And to be fair, let the record show.
Let the record
You
show.
had Brandon's phrase and your phrase like back to back.
Yeah, I
To be
did.
fair, let the record show.
I love it.
I just want to clear something, clear the air a little bit. A lot of people thought that just because I thought that Long John Silver's and Burger King shouldn't be at the very end of trash tier, that I thought that they were the best restaurants ever created by mankind. I don't. I don't think that. I just thought that they should have been in like C or D tier
No.
instead of trash. Apparently, I was wrong. Right? I think you guys gave me D tier for Long John Silver's. But you know what? You win some, you lose some. All right.
It's true.
It's true.
But I don't.
Just like
I think someone mentioned that like they were like, "Look, Burger King is okay, but A&W is way better." I'm like, "Of course, it's way better."
We said that.
Somebody, I
it
think
was in a higher tier.
it was somebody in the Discord
knew.
or something, and I was like, I don't want anyone thinking that I think Burger King is like better than Shake Shack or something like that. All
no.
right. Just
No.
thought it shouldn't have been in trash. And I did try a Big Mac like not that long after we did that episode, and I could confirm that the Big Mac was great and it was better than the Whopper. So
I never had any doubt
And
that it was
the
better.
record shows.
there was
The
an
record
amendment
shows.
to
Yeah.
the records, and
Okay.
now it's been documented. So, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Next up on the list, we've got Persona 4 Revival, which is my number one game. I think I'm a huge Persona fan. Persona 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. I probably think it's definitely in like top 7 ever. Okay. And Persona 4 Revival it's just like the idea of bringing Persona 4 into the modern, like Persona 5 Royal, Persona 3 Reload, like seeing what they did with Persona 3 Reload and then just hoping, that they get everything right here with Persona 4 Revival and include all the content and everything, which I'm confident they will after the kickback for 3 Reload. And this could be just like the ultimate way to play one of the best games of all time. It's hard for me not to put this at the number 1 spot.
I'm struggling because the next 3 are going to be rough, dude. The next,
Yeah.
so I am inclined to agree with you, Slam.
It is your favorite Persona game.
It is.
Oh,
And
he's already working,
it is one
Brandon.
of my
Look at him.
favorite games of
Look at him.
all time. No, I'm struggling, dude. Like my whole body is like tensing up and I'm freaking out over here because Fire Emblem is after this. And here's the thing. I'm like, my struggle is Persona 4 is my favorite Persona, one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time. And
Wow.
this is going to be the best way to play, but it's also not new. Whereas like Fire Emblem, Fortune Weave, in terms of hype, like Persona, I'm so excited to experience this again.
Said, you saying, "Oh, it's not a brand new thing," doesn't that leave room for more excitement because it's going to be one of the best games ever made already?
Yeah, but I've already played the game 3 times.
Yeah, but you don't know what could or could not be in there. What they could do with it.
Totally. 100%,
I mean, we're gonna get.
100%.
They're
But for me
definitely
personally,
they redid all of Tartarus. They're gonna do away with the procedural dungeons and the repetitiveness. Right?
To convince me.
This is gonna be it's gonna be a new experience. You're not gonna be replaying Persona 4.
But in terms of like hype, like if this game got delayed for 10 years,
I would be
I have
devastated.
Still played and enjoyed Persona 4 Golden multiple times. But Fire Emblem is a new Fire Emblem, and I'm also like freakishly excited about that. And then we haven't even touched on Trails yet, but I can't do this guy. We need to switch this to the S tier.
No,
and
no.
Okay, hold on. 3 of them up top.
We're gonna do something
now.
here
It's
because
too late.
we know that these 3 games are gonna be the toughest, right? And we know Mags hasn't played Persona 4, but I do know that she is very excited for Persona 4 Revival because she's really excited to play Persona 4. And she's a really big Persona fan. You love Persona 5 Royal. It's what got you playing Trails, right?
Yeah. I mean, Persona 5, looking for games like Persona 5 led me to the Trails series.
Right. So
it's not going to be my number 1 game though.
It's like, I'm just warning you now.
Look, I'm just doing a really good job of selling this, but
yeah. No, I'm super excited for this game. And I believe both of you that it is a very, very excellent game in general, Persona game, JRPG in general, and I'm so excited. And I wish I knew when it was coming out because I was going to play Persona 4 Golden this year. But if it's going to be out this year, then I'll just wait. But I just want to know because I want to play it.
Yeah.
So.
I think what we need to do with these next 3 games, because Mags, we already know what you're most excited for in that second chapter, and I'm also infinite levels of excited for that because I do think
I am too.
Trails of the Sky's second chapter is also in my top 10 games of all time.
Let the record show. I am also freakishly hyped about.
I mean, I think we can all say that the 3 of us are all really excited about
all 3 of
Persona
these.
4 Revival, Fortune's Weave, and Trails
So
of the
what
Sky
we're
Second
gonna
Chapter.
do-
Like those are like the top for us, regardless of where they land on this list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's just get that out of
Yeah.
the way.
I'm
and make
glad
that
you
clear.
gave like the public service announcement there at the beginning. So I think we'll
Let
do
the
a
record
little
show.
bit of like a King of the Hill type situation, right? Where we'll do like a face off between two of them. And then so we'll start off with we'll do the remakes first.
Yeah, both of these are remakes, and Fire Emblem's a new game. I'm not gonna win this argument. Fire
So
Emblem.
Persona 4 Revival.
Where are my Fire Emblem fans?
for the number
We're
one.
both Fire Emblem
Yeah, we are,
fans.
dude.
We're
Three
right
Houses
here.
is my favorite Fire Emblem game.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Persona 4 Revival, Trails of the Sky Second Chapter. We each vote
Oh.
for one of these two games. Okay? My vote goes to Persona 4 Revival. Brandon?
You can only choose one.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, that's how this works.
It's a
Fire Emblem.
but
That's
it's
not
one
those
of
two.
it's
It's out
a
of the
face
two,
off between
Brandon.
the two remakes.
Oh,
Fire
the top
Emblem will
two.
go against the winner.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Fire Emblem's not gonna win. It's gonna be Persona for me.
Oh, so I just automatically get third place because
No,
you started with the yeah.
that's not how this works.
That's how this works.
We don't put the loser in third place automatically because Fire Emblem hasn't had a chance to face off yet.
You said Fire Emblem was going to go against the winner.
Yeah, but then the next one we have to fight for second place after that.
Oh,
This is
okay.
just for first place. Okay?
Yeah.
So don't worry, Mags, okay?
The record already shows, Max, that all three of us are hyped about all three games. This is just a placement. It's going to be okay. We'll be able to be friends after this.
Mags' vote
I just
goes
didn't
to
think I was
second
already
chapter.
going to like lose my chance at first place like immediately.
Okay,
like
we
just
can-
Honestly, I'm a
dream
little
shattered.
surprised.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No,
just put
slam,
it.
slam. Just keep
just
going
let
what
it
you're
go.
doing.
You
Keep
already
doing what
made
you're
your
doing.
choice.
She makes a good
It's
point.
done.
Pick
Is
up the
it
pieces
really
after the
fair?
episode. It's all right,
Is
buddy.
it really fair though?
No, it's done.
Hold on. Is this the most fair way? Right? And initially we were doing Persona 4 Revival versus second chapter. We each vote, and then that one moves on to the third one. Right?
Mhm.
Now, we could do this another way, where instead of a face-off between two, we do the face-off between all three. We each vote for one, the one that...
No, that's not going to work.
That's not going to
because
work.
We're all going to say different things.
Yeah, that's true.
We have
It
to do
has
it.
We
the way
have
you
to
were
do
doing
it this way.
Okay.
It's just you
rip off the band-aid,
You're both
bro.
just
So
wrong.
Fire
I
Emblem,
don't know what else
Fire
to say.
Emblem
Like,
versus
it's
Persona
just-
4 Revival. My vote is for Persona 4 Revival.
My vote is for Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
Okay. Fire Emblem. So round 1 went to Persona 4 Revival. Round 2 went to Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Okay. Now, like, we have to figure out what goes second and third. And there's a tie here, right? Like Persona 4 Revival 1-1 and Fortune's Weave 1-1. We have to do one versus Fortune's Weave in second chapter for it to be fair.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Mhm.
Fortune's Weaver second chapter. My vote goes to second chapter.
Fire Emblem. It's always going to be Fire Emblem.
The second chapter.
Okay.
So they've all won one.
They've all won
So
one. This didn't work.
how do we?
Let the record show.
Do we play rock, paper, scissors?
I don't even know. I'm confused about the game now. I don't know where they go.
Here's what I thought was going to happen.
I thought one of these was going to get... I didn't think each one would win one. I thought one of these would win two out of the three scenarios. I didn't think
So
there
you
was a
still have to-
chance that my thought process was that we would have 3 of these, and then like Mag's vote and Fortune's Weave kind of threw things to the left field, because now Fortune's Weave won 1, Persona 4 Revival won 1, second chapter won 1. I expected one of these to win 2, and then that would have gone in the first place, but that's not how this went down, unfortunately.
Oh no.
So what do we do, guys? Like,
I mean, I thought the way that it was going was it was like a bracket. So
an elimination round.
You put the 2, so you put the 2 remakes.
But wouldn't
Trails
we need
gets
like
eliminated.
4 games for that? Like a 2-sided bracket?
Well,
winner.
I mean, I guess Fire Emblem got a bye because it's not a remake. That's why I was upset. But it was. I
no,
thought
we can
that's
redo this if your way works. No, we need to figure out a way to get. This is first place
I
we're
thought
talking
that's
about.
how it was going to work, though. Like you would have your initial matchup, and then whoever won that would like face off, and then whoever won that one was like the winner.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Is that not fair? Because we should have had 4 games.
Yeah, the first one gets knocked off right away.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Well, we could do a rock, paper, scissors game. One of these represents rock, one represents paper, one represents scissors. It's like that's literally just randomly placing 3 games. Okay. We
know this is the top 3.
Yeah, we could.
Right.
Yeah.
I can tell you how this is going to end before we figure out some weird shenanigans to get there. What's going to happen is Persona 4 is probably going to be number 1, Trails is probably going to be number 2, and Fortune's Weave is probably going to be number 3.
That's not true. I voted for Fire Emblem.
Over Persona 4, she did. So honestly,
so why is that not?
That kind of makes me think that second chapter is number 1, Fire Emblem's number 2,
No.
and Revival's number 3.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Because
look, any way
I voted
the
second
only
chapter
thing here that would
twice.
actually surprise me,
Mag's
the
voted
only thing that
second
would
chapter
surprise me here
twice.
is if Fire Emblem was in first place. That would genuinely surprise me walking away from this episode. I don't think it's.
I don't
happen.
think Fire Emblem's going first
either
place
going to be
either.
Persona or it's going to be Trails. And if it's not Trails, I might also be surprised, just given the history that we have on this channel. So I don't know what to tell you.
We can rewind time and count votes. So I voted for Persona 4 Revival on 2 of them, and then voted for second chapter. Mags,
Okay.
You voted second chapter on 2 of them,
and
1
Fire
Fortune's
Emblem.
Weave.
Yeah.
And Brandon voted,
I voted 1 Persona and 2 Fortune's Weave.
So that's 3 Fortune's Weave votes. That's 3. That's 3
It's a tie. It's literally
How is this possible? How did this happen this way?
We had a foolproof plan, everyone. We promised. We didn't. We thought this was
had
going to be our
3
way.
fallbacks here, and none of them.
gosh.
It's tied every way. That's actually hilarious, dude.
Not surprising
that
for
ended
us.
up happening that way. It really is. So here's where I'll concede. Mags, where would you place them 1 to 3?
Trails, Fire Emblem, Persona.
Brandon, where would you place them 1 to 3?
Fire Emblem, Persona, Trails.
So right now, before I get into it, Fire Emblem has a first place vote and a second place vote. And Persona has a second place vote and a third place vote. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now, help me here, guys.
Maybe we need to do this.
Not my.
Maybe we need to find a randomizer and just.
My placement would be Revival, Trails, Fortune's Weave. So I think we like just try to find a way to average those rankings and get them in place.
So your Persona, Trails, Fire Emblem,
Mm-hmm.
and then Brandon, you are Fire Emblem, Persona, Trails.
Yep.
And then
I love how complicated this became.
No, this is actually perfect because you can assign 3 points to the first place value.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
2 points
Slam.
to the second.
I've already got it written out.
We got this, Mags.
Let me just add it up.
Give us the objective truth.
If this ends up somehow being a
please.
tie, I would go insane, dude.
We're just hang on. Let me
There's no way.
let me type all this out. And then I'll do the math.
Okay.
That is so funny. I was like, that's what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah, we had the same idea as usual.
Oh my gosh. This got wild.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna add them up now. So let's see what we have.
She's so locked in, dude.
I know.
I love it.
This is incredible.
I mean, this is for the number one spot. This is what takes the cake. You know, we're not.
Well, this will be number one,
One, two, and three.
right? Unless
This is
it
important.
is perfectly even again somehow.
I don't know how.
This should give us something to work with.
They're even.
waiting.
No, they're not.
No way!
All three
Are
of
you
them?
serious?
They all have 6 points.
Bro, no matter how you freaking slice this. Oh
Because they
my
each
gosh.
they each got 1 3, 1 2, and 1 1.
Oh, look,
Okay.
I think we should honor the math and we should put all of them in the one spot.
We can't do that.
This is our show. We can do whatever the heck we want.
Dude.
I mean, it's that or rock paper scissors.
Oh my god.
Like that's all we have. The only thing we
All
have
right.
now to like
It's all we have.
we just
Random
have
chance.
a random
Or we just honor it. I feel like the viewers can appreciate the amount
Of
of time
effort.
and effort we put into figuring that out and still coming
Yeah.
to this every single time.
wow.
I can't. This is so funny.
That was
I
totally
mean,
unplanned. Just let the
no,
record show.
We really thought that this would be a way to like rank them like actually like in a fair way.
Like this is. I mean, I feel like this is like people are going to want us to rank them. Do we have any other ideas of how we can figure this out? I mean, is anybody willing to move on?
We can't go back and change our votes.
I can.
That was the greatest joke of the entire show, man.
Doubt any of us would be willing to move on our opinion. Here's what I think. Since Revival isn't guaranteed coming out this year, and we don't have a for sure date on it, I think it has to default to 3. I think that's fair because these two games are 100% coming out in 2026. Okay, Revival might not come out until 2028.
Let's hope not.
Let's
Yeah,
definitely
that
hope
would
not.
be-
But we haven't seen much of it
I know
yet,
I said
and I know I'm
that I've played
reaching
Golden,
for
but-
the skies. I'm reaching for the skies
Yeah.
and hoping and predicting that this game comes out this year, but there's no guarantee, right? We've had
Mhm.
one 40-second trailer. So
Yeah.
I think we'll default that one to 3. So for 1 and 2, Fortune's Weave is going to go 2 because I and Mags both vote for second chapter.
I'm shocked. Oh, look, everybody, look how surprised I am that a Trails game is
I
in
knew
the
he was
going to
be all
spot.
snarky
I'm
about
so
that.
shocked. Oh, wow.
Stunning and brave. Stunning
Dude,
and
but
brave.
don't you
everyone.
understand what's at stake here? Okay? Like,
No.
sit.
No.
You played first chapter, Brandon.
Okay, but I also played Three Houses, and Fire Emblem is like one of my favorite franchises of all time, period. So I'm not gonna move on Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is like
No, he
the
won't.
excitement that you guys have for Trails is the excitement I have for Fire Emblem, and will probably always be that way. Like, and that's okay. I understand that I am outnumbered when it comes to the Trails, like love and insanity here. So
Insanity.
Excuse
me.
I feel like your time will come and you'll be right here with us before you know it.
Oh, sure. I
You'll
will
get there
to a
eventually.
point where I'm
it
more
probably
excited
will
about
be
Trails.
second chapter.
And I
that gets
am
it there.
excited about Trails.
It probably will.
But I don't know, even if I catch up to Trails, I have the history with Fire Emblem that will probably always put Fire Emblem up top for me. That's just how it is.
We'll see.
But did you expect it to be at 2?
I needed to be up there somewhere.
I mean,
no, I expected it to be 3. I already
3.
said it's going to be Trails, Persona, and then Fire Emblem. That was my prediction.
Yeah, I feel like we just know more about second chapter and Fire Emblem than we know about Revival. We don't know if Revival has the golden content. We don't know if they've redone stuff.
Like there's be a damper.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns there, including the release date. So I'm willing to move off that. And
although we do need more Fire Emblem news, like please and thank you.
We do.
Yeah.
For real.
Let the record show.
100%.
Let the record
yeah,
show.
like let's get that hype train going again because
Yeah.
they like started it and then they're like, okay, now we're just gonna kill it for several
Yeah,
months.
so we need to know more
So-
about
I
that one
thought
too.
didn't someone say there was like a leak or something that it was coming in the summer?
People are speculating. It wasn't a leak. It got rated.
Yeah.
So people are speculating that we're going to have news about
Summer
it soon.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I think they were saying they were looking at Nintendo's release plans. And so like right now, like as far as first party goes, like June and August are empty or like light.
August is pretty like
See, another thing
Yeah.
Nintendo's been doing is
I would think
dropping
it'd be
release
August, too.
dates for upcoming games on Twitter. Like Splatoon Raiders, no one's heard from for ages, and they're like, "Yeah, it's coming out in July."
I hope with
what?
Fire Emblem it's not June because it's so soon. Like I at least want there to be a little bit of time for them to market it and also to like have, because they'll have like a special edition and they'll have stuff like that. So I just hope that they like kind of like, if it is August, like I hope they get started on it soon with updates.
I'll be honest though, if they decided that they're going to drop it in June, like I would be so over the moon hyped.
Yeah.
Like I agree with you. I agree with you objectively from a business perspective.
Yeah.
Personally, the thought, like it's like as of recording, it's April 24th. The thought that this game could be coming in June, like already, like my heart skipped a beat there. I was like, okay, let's do that.
No,
So-
I would love it because like that's a perfect time. It's summertime. I mean, it'd just be great. So we'll see.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
We did it, guys. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That was the toughest part of the ranking.
That was pretty amazing though.
Yeah.
I can't believe that went down that way.
I have the sticky note with the numbers to prove it.
Yep.
I'll post it if y'all need proof.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Brandon, tell us about this next one.
So this is just an old RPG for the Game Boy Advance. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's kind of one of those hidden gems. I never played it, but I did pre-order. Like Limited Run Games has some stuff coming out with it. I pre-ordered it a long time ago. I'm excited about
What's it called?
Sigma Star
It's called
DX.
Sigma Star Saga.
Oh, we just
but
didn't
yeah,
mention
they're
it,
doing
so.
a DX version.
Okay.
Yeah. I would be content if it's not on the list at all, frankly. But I personally, like, I'm looking forward
Do
to
you
it.
want it in the discussion tier, or do you want me to put it in the back?
We could put it in the discussion tier, I guess. Like at 10, you mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
That's
to kind of finalize that placement.
Echoes of Aincrad. I'm so excited for this, actually.
I am too.
Yes,
I am
Mags. Let's go.
all in on
Pump
this
my
one.
fist. That's good.
I don't think I've heard about this one. What's
This was
one?
the
Brandon, I
game we
literally
thought
threw
it-
this in the chat and was like, watch this trailer. And you were like, okay.
and we were hyped about it. We thought it was a new Tales game
so
when Bandai
here's a,
revealed
Oh,
it.
here's like
this is
Yeah.
the Sword Art Online game.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Okay. I
You
was
guys
like,
didn't start with Sword Art Online, so I was like,
Because I don't
what the
think
heck
Sword
is
Art
this?
Online is in the title.
no, they want
It
it to
is.
be They
Is
do,
it?
but they've been advertising it
but it's like
as Echoes of
small print.
Aincrad, like more exclusively, because I think they want people to take it as a separate experience versus the other
because
games.
it's not a story from the anime, like for the
Right.
first time. Like this is its own
yes,
thing. It's
thankfully.
like, it's basically like inspired. It's in the world of the anime.
Yes.
but it is
Basically,
just
what
like
it's
own
doing,
JRPG.
it's letting, which I think they should have done this as a game like a long time ago, but they're letting you make a character and actually entering the game like Kirito enters the game in the very first season. So like you're actually getting to play in the MMO as like your own character versus someone else. And you have to make your decisions and like tackle it how you would. And so I think that's just a really like interesting concept, because for those who don't know, in Sword Art Online, people will play this MMO and then they get stuck there. And then if they die in the game, they die in real life. So the stakes are very high.
They started
in
a
order
whole
to
genre
survive.
of anime, basically.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty crazy. And like the first season of Sword Art Online is really good.
Yeah,
like I loved that.
goes
it
off
falls
the
off.
deep end after that, and it gets
falls off.
really weird with some
It
stuff that
does.
makes you not want to watch the show. But this is about the game, and
I'm with you though. I like fell off too, and I was like, this is rough.
weird.
But the game as a concept with this premise is like super exciting. And I think fans of the series, and even just JRPG fans in general who may not even like watch all the anime, like have
a good
wanted
time.
this.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good.
For me,
and it looks good. It kind of looks like Scarlet Nexus a bit.
And I love
so that's
Scarlet.
exciting.
That's one of my gems that I always recommend.
It's a good one.
I would easily put this at the 7 slot for excitement. Brandon, I don't know how excited you are for it. You haven't talked much about this one.
Yeah, no, seven works for me. Honestly, personally, I would probably put it at 6 and knock Kyoto down. Personally.
Yeah, I mean, I would put it in 5. But I know that's not going to happen. It's okay. It doesn't have to be. I'm just putting it out there. It's my opinion. Because that's a Maggie game. Elliot is likely not, but
that's fair.
And since it is, and this is the Level Up Legacy list, moving one.
Max has got the number 1 spot. Slam.
But moving our game one spot for a Maggie game. How we feel?
I mean, Brandon? I don't know if that's fair, because like Elliot is both a Slam and Brandon game. So I feel like I could see it being weighed as more.
What do you think?
Because
like I am more hyped about Adventures of Elliot because it is that Zelda vibe, and I feel like this breaks Square Enix out into like potentially a whole nother genre of video games. Which is exciting to me if it sees success. But yeah, 6. I mean, I'm hyped for this one.
I am too. I'm going to play this one day one. I'm so excited. I've been wanting like a game where they use that premise for such a long time. So I'm just finally glad that they're doing
honestly think all the rest of the ones on this list should go in this discussion tier. And I think we can get started on the discussion tier.
Not Resident Evil.
Resident Evil included.
No.
One spot? Knock off Trails?
No. Put that out. Get that out of here. Put that thing back where it came from.
Or so help me.
Yes.
I don't think it'll let me remove it from the list.
Where are all the others going to go?
Can you just delete it?
I don't know. Dude.
Oh no, the tier list broke. Because you put Resident Evil in there and it had no business being in there.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, this is gonna go bad. Go back. Back.
What happened? What did I do?
Well, everything has been ruined. Resident Evil.
And it's funny
I'm telling you, it
because
shouldn't
I
have been on
wanted
there.
to remove it, and it's the only image right
it
here.
infected the tier list with a virus.
I can't remove. It's the only one I can't remove here.
Yep.
Isn't that messed up?
Isn't it the T virus in Resident Evil? Is that what it's called?
It's the tier virus.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Shoot!
Shouldn't have been on here.
Things just got real.
Oh no. Do we need to refresh the page? Is that going to break everything?
I'm hoping not.
Oh no.
I'm terrified.
Technical difficulties, everyone.
I have to submit something, so I'll just.
Okay.
So
All right.
where did all the other ones go?
Sword Art Online isn't there either. It disappeared.
Yeah, I just decided to like randomly remove some of them. It's fine. I got this. You guys don't worry. All right, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we know how finicky these tier lists are.
The fast food one was fine.
And that was a pretty massive one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't have Resident Evil.
Right.
On the
That's
fast
what
food
happened.
list.
Resident Evil broke it. It's cursed.
Yeah.
That was it.
Cursed.
I think this is it. So
that's in 6. Yeah.
And then we have these.
And then we're
in discussion.
Yep.
Look at that. Fixed it in only like 10 minutes. All right.
We could have saved time if you hadn't put Resident Evil in there. Time will never get back.
Time will never get back.
Resident Evil tier maker.
Oh yeah.
So glancing at these, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Rev Noir is hard to put on the list because we know barely anything about it. We got a very cinematic trailer. I don't even think it's coming this year. I know
it was at State of Play.
It was at State of Play, and it looks really great. I am definitely interested in it.
And let me make sure. I want to make sure. Oh, and it's developed by Konami.
Yes.
So that's interesting too.
It was one of their big Konami reveals, like their next thing that they were working on.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it. But
we don't know a release date. You're right.
We don't know a release date, and we also really don't know like mechanically how the game. It looks like an action game, but like we haven't seen a lot of gameplay. We don't know a lot of story. It was just like this very cinematic teaser trailer that we got for it. So I have a hard time putting it on the list.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Honestly, of everything in 10 right now, I think Rev Noir is probably the one I'm most excited about.
Really?
Wait, where's Brigandine?
Brigandine was...
Wait a minute. Brigandine?
How did that not get on here?
I don't know.
But Brigandine to me is like that solves the problem for me.
Yeah, I'm just like, Brigandine's got to be on there. And it's not 10, like it's higher than 10. So...
No, yeah. Brigandine needs to go up, and that would resolve this for me.
Yeah. Oh, no. I was like, wait a minute. Something's missing.
Yeah, no. Good shout.
Yeah, I think we all really like that one. I mean, we all got to play it at PAX East, and we also got a new trailer for it this week, and it looks good. It's like the story trailer, so it kind of showed the 6 characters that are kind of the leads in the campaigns, and they all look really cool. And it looks, and we got a release date. It's August.
They keep removing Echoes of Aincrad every time I do that.
I guess the tier list doesn't like it.
I guess the tier list doesn't like it. Yeah, that's so weird.
That is weird. But
I'm gonna add it.
Honestly, for me, Brigandine goes like Brigandine is probably like 6 or 7 for me.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that solves it because it's gonna push some stuff up and out. But I'd have Echoes of Aincrad at 6, and I'd probably put Brigandine below Kyoto Xanadu.
Yeah, but then keep everything else.
Yeah.
That's how I would feel about it.
Yep, me too. Yep. It's a good list right there.
Yep.
What do you think, Slam? Are you happy with it? I don't know.
We didn't really talk about any other games. We had Star Bites, we had Rev Noir, we had Deca Police, which we did talk about briefly.
We did.
And we had Alabaster Dawn. And just to give some indie some love, I want everyone to know that I'm really, really excited for Star Bites. I think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah,
I love a good
I am too.
Sci-fi tactics JRPG.
It looks good.
Yeah, Alabaster Dawn was made by the same people who did Crosscode, and Crosscode was one of my favorite indie games out there. It's so fun. So I'm very excited for those games. But I agree, this is the lineup right here. So at the number 10 spot, we have another Eden Begins, and it's a good thing that Mags did some looking up, because now I'm more excited for it and much more okay with it being on this list. Number 9, we have Beast Reincarnation. I'm just ecstatic to see what this game ends up being. It could be bad, but I'm very interested in it.
But it could be really awesome.
It could be really good too. We just have to wait and see.
And then at 8, we have Kyoto Xanadu. Me and Mags love Tokyo Xanadu. It was a great time. And I love that Kyoto Xanadu seems to be like carving out its own identity, right? Instead of feeling much more like Trails, Ease.
Yeah, it's going back to like some 2D segments, right? Like you have kind of the combat, which is going to be more 2D in the dungeons, and then the boss battles will be in 3D, and then the stuff outside of combat is going to be in 3D. So it's kind of merging together a lot of different elements and evolving what like the Xanadu series is. So it's exciting.
Yeah. Next up, we got Brigandine Abyss. We're all excited for this one. We all played it at PAX East. We all loved it. Interviewed the producer of the game, and
Masaru Saito.
It was amazing. Great experience. Super excited for that one. Number 6, we got Echoes of Aincrad, Sword Art Online extravaganza, but not related to the anime, so that's cool. Number 5, we got Adventures of Elliot. Great game. Go play the demo if you haven't yet. Number 4, we got Final Fantasy 14 expansion plus Switch 2 release. Really exciting. We all plan to play it together, which will be fun.
Expansion is ever
Let the
cold.
record show. Number 3, Persona 4 Revival. Right? Still don't know enough about it. Still don't know when it's coming out.
Let's hope it comes out this year. Come on.
Could have been number 1.
Could have been number 1.
Could have been number 1.
Could have been number 1. Number 2, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, also could have been number 1. Really excited
also could have
for
been
it.
number 1.
Looks great. We also need more information and a release date.
And we
Please,
need a release
Nintendo.
date. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. Number 1, Trails in the Sky, second chapter remake, baby. He baby for it.
Come on, Mags. Come on, Mags. That's a let's go baby for you right there. Come on. Come on.
Fine. Let's go, baby. Second chapter.
She did the thing. Let's go, baby.
And now I'm dead inside. It's a good list, though. It's a good list. I'm happy with this. We did a good job, guys.
Yeah. And apologies for the tier maker technical difficulties.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's okay. It worked out.
Because now that we have wrapped this up, we actually have 2 more segments.
We do.
One segment is one that you all know and love, and that is our member questions. But we have something special for you today, courtesy of the genius mind of one Slam Zany, and we'll get there next. But first, we have some questions from our members. If you are not already a member and you want to join us, we have a Q&A that we do every week. You can join us. Join one of those tiers and send your questions over, and we will get to those in our episodes. So without further delay, there are 4 questions this week, one of which I'm going to leave to Mags, but I will do the other 3 first because somebody decided to ask something that's a little bit spoilery from a Trails game. So, or the Trails series. So as we almost always do, we're going to start or see Paul Cassetta, shout outs. And he said, hey, all, hope everyone's doing well. My question this week is more suitable as being labeled advice. Currently in a gaming rut. I ran through Trails, DQ, Final Fantasy, Personas, all the big series, and I know there are a ton of great one-off games, but I'd like to find another good, maybe even underrated JRPG series to get into. Also, one more thing I would like to add. I dug deep into the YouTube bylaws, and as a fan of your podcast and also as a member, I am invoking clause RE298417.
Love that clause.
Which clearly states that members may, in fact, demand a certain content creator or co-host of the podcast to live stream any Resident Evil game of the members' choosing. This is a non-AI generated bylaw of content creation on YouTube. I would like to invoke these rights as a fan and demand a live stream of Mags playing Resident Evil 9. Any hesitation and or refusal of said request will generate irreversible emotional distraught to myself and others. Thank you for your time and participation.
I don't know how
was
you
amazing.
not play Resident Evil 9 after that.
That was freaking incredible, Paul.
Yeah, that was hysterical. And now I feel bad because I
Oh.
can't, like, how am I supposed to, like, generate irreversible emotional distraught?
Oh, man.
I can't
That was
live with
incredible.
myself.
All right. Well, let's answer the question.
Okay.
So, outside of DQ, Final Fantasy, DQ is not Dairy Queen, by the way. I know we had a food
Dragon
ranking, but
Quest.
Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Persona,
Mhm.
these other big series, Trails. What are some other underrated JRPG series that he could get into?
Oh, my first thought was Xenoblade. That's kind of one of the big ones that's missing from the list.
Yes,
So I'm just
100%.
like, yeah. And I mean, the games are long, but there's only 4. So perhaps that's a little less daunting than some series that have like tons and tons of entries. But yeah, Xenoblade's amazing. Great story, great characters, crazy combat system that gets crazier and crazier with each entry, beautiful music, expansive open worlds that you can explore and like just get lost in. It's an amazing series. So I would start with the first one and just see if you like it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say Xenoblade. That was the one that's like so clearly stands out as something that's missing from the list. You mentioned Personas. I would give SMT series a try. There's a lot of good SMT games on there, and you don't have to like play them all in order.
That's
you
true.
Could start
Yeah.
with like SMT5 Vengeance, and you know, if that ends up being your thing, you can go back and play, you know, SMT4. They remade SMT3. You got Nocturne on modern consoles. You can play that there. So yeah, I'd say SMT is a good one too.
Yep. And I mean, just to address the gaming rut part of the question, sometimes it's good to just play not JRPGs if you're in
Yeah.
a gaming rut and if you've
That's
gone
a good
through a whole
point.
bunch of stuff. So like there's other good types of games that you can get into, or maybe just take a break. That's okay to
Yeah.
take a break.
Yep.
I mean, the one series for me, obviously, that has not been represented in that list is Fire Emblem. If you have not got into the Fire Emblem series, you can start at the beginning on the Switch with the Game Boy Advance one. I, to this day, replay that game constantly. Like, I love it. It's still super good. And you can build on that with the other games in the series. And that's just an amazing franchise. So I would highly recommend Fire Emblem if you haven't touched on those games yet.
It also looks like Pokemon's not there. And I would think that like that can sometimes be a good palate cleanser for other JRPGs because like its systems are a little bit different and the experience is a little bit different. So I don't know. Might be something to think about.
Yeah, Pokemon's a good, like, I just want to make progress without thinking too much about it kind of game.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I'm feeling overwhelmed from the week, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I will just boot up a Pokemon game and just chill.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely a good palate cleanser for sure. All right. Next one is from Ophidian Mind. Shout outs. What feature do you want that will take Persona games to the next level? For me, it would be to have romantic relationships change how characters interact with each other. For example, having more NPCs acknowledge that you are in a romantic relationship with another character and have some dialogue and events related to this, in addition to the holiday romance scenes.
Yeah, I love that.
I totally
and
agree
I would
with
agree.
that.
And
Yeah,
to
100%.
add to that, I would say male, female protagonist. Yeah.
I was going to say that.
I think that's the win, right?
Yeah.
That's what you got to have. That's the one thing that I think, because I mean, protagonist in Persona is supposed to be like you spend like 110, 120 hours in there, and it's supposed to be like a reflection of like you and decisions you make in these situations, right? Like it's kind of how it's supposed to be, right?
It is an avatar.
Yeah,
character.
so it
essentially,
so like just go in on the concept.
Sucks to have relationships be such like a big thing, and then you know have build on those obviously mechanically, and then you know have the option to choose female character. That's
yep.
So I go.
I would agree. I think that would really open up the series to an even wider audience. Not that it isn't already a huge audience, but I think that would be appealing for a lot of people, and a lot of probably like female players who may not have played it before or may not have played JRPGs. Like I think having a female lead could bring a lot of people into the genre, especially with something as like stylish and cool as Persona already is. It just add another element that would be appealing.
Another feature would be like take them out of the high school setting that they've been in for the whole entire duration of the series, and like a lot of the time you can get like a nice revitalized like spin on the series, right, when they go out of that comfort zone and do something completely different, and I think it expands their ability to like be able to introduce new mechanics and like environments and things like that. So
Strikers gets them out, and they still have the time system, but it's different, more interesting, unique.
Yeah. They're like going on vacation, so they're traveling. And I think that concept is really cool. And if they did that in a mainline game, I think that'd be really interesting too.
Yeah.
So
I think if I remember correctly, one of the developers said that they did it in Strikers because they were originally considering it for 5, the base game.
Oh, okay.
And then they scrapped the idea and just stuck with the high school model. But then in Strikers, they're like, well, let's just do it here.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Strikers was so good. Like just the way that it kind of subverted a lot of Persona's trends and made it a little bit different, but still very Persona. Like if they could do that in a mainline game, I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like something that's never going to happen, but I think to take what you said, Ophidian, about the relationships and making it feel more impactful to the story, I would love if when they do these like sequels, if they could reference save data and have some continuity there, because like one of the most irritating experiences for me with Persona 4 Golden was like I had the main character connect with Rise because I felt like that felt to me like the canon relationship. I know fans watching are going to be like, oh, there's going to be an argument, but then when I played Persona 4 Dancing All Night, like story-wise, it is a sequel to Persona 4, but the character had it was this weird dead relationship with Rise where she was still flirtatious and stuff like that, like classic Rise, but like there was no relationship there, and then there was no way of getting into a relationship. And I know in Strikers they give you an option to like kind of do that, but there's still no continuity there either.
No, there's not. Yeah.
So it would be really cool to just be like, hey, we know that this is like a big part of the series, so we're going to do a sequel. And by the way, if you have a save file, whatever, there's some like story impact or something.
Or you could just select the person at the beginning of the game.
Sure.
And that, like, if they can't build that in technically, because some games have, I mean, Mass Effect does that and whatever. But like, even if you were just able to select someone in a menu, it would tailor the game to the choice that you made.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, like a la Mass Effect, right? Because all of the decisions that you made impact the other games.
Yeah.
If they could do that in Persona, that would be really freaking
It
cool.
would. I wish more games would do that because it makes that experience feel so much more meaningful and personal when they do.
Yep. Okay.
Good question.
All right. On to the next one, and then Mags, I'm going to throw it to you.
Yeah.
So the next one is from Curious Gamer or Kyrius.
Maybe it's Serious.
Serious. It's Serious Gamer. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
We got there. Hello, everyone, and welcome back, Mags. I hope you're all doing well. The question I have this week is a 2-part question, which you may or may not have answers for both. But what is the most difficult game you have ever played and beaten? Also, which is the most difficult game you have played and not been able to beat? I appreciate you all very much.
So, thank you for the question. I have answers for both of these, kind of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more difficult games that I've played or beaten, but the most difficult game that I beat, I want to say, is Resonance of Fate. I just found it like
that's a good one.
It was a tough one, and when I first
the difficulty spike in that game was nuts.
The first time I played it, I fell off of it because it was just like mechanically overwhelming. And once it has like a high skill ceiling, so you can get really good at the game, but it takes time, practice, effort. So yeah, it's not unfairly difficult. It's just a tough game, right? And once you get the hang of the mechanics, it's actually, that combat sings, dude. It's so good.
Yep, agreed.
And then the most difficult one that I played that I didn't beat, mostly because I started to hate it, was The Last Remnant. I just think it has too many mechanics that get too ridiculously complicated for absolutely no reason. You
can lock yourself out of that game too.
You can actually just like get to a point where you do something wrong and you can't beat the game. And that game is so frustrating, and the story's not really good enough to carry you forward or intrigue you enough to want to see it through. It's just overall just a very frustrating game. So I dropped it. So those are my answers.
What about you, Max?
Cool. I think the most difficult game, so just as a preface, I don't typically play a lot of games that are really difficult. It's just not my thing. But I think the most difficult one that I have finished would be Ys Origin. That game.
Yeah.
A lot of the older Ys games are like crazy.
Oath of Felghana, man, that put me through it. That was a tough one.
Yeah, and Ys Origin has like 3 routes. So you have to go, and like each character has a different play style, and you have to do the bosses over again and stuff like that. And like each route kind of tells you a different perspective of the story, which is fine. It's just really difficult. And I'm not like the biggest platforming fan either, but I got through it. It was painful. And then it's tough to think of one that I've not finished, because I finish most of the games that I play, and I don't really try to play a lot of super difficult ones. But I did Google this game that I never finished as a kid. And I tried to play this game so much. So this is going to be super silly, but Spyro Attack of the Rhinox on GBA. I
actually remember that game.
That game was so hard for me. I don't know if it was hard for anyone else, but I felt like every time I progressed, I'd hit a wall and I wouldn't know what to do. And the game would not tell you what to do. And then you'd have to just go back to all these areas and try to figure it out. And so I know that's not a JRPG, but that's immediately what came to mind for me. I was just I remember that game, and I was still mad that I couldn't finish it because it just felt like it was so much harder than it needed to be. So
he did just say game, so fair. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I just know that's not the type of game we typically talk about, but I still to this day am just why was that game so hard? It didn't need to be. So,
yeah. For me, and I will always revel in an opportunity to talk about this game. Fantasian is the game that was the hardest.
Was a tough one.
And Fantasian is so interesting because it was designed for Apple Arcade, and in true arcade fashion, they want you to stay subscribed. They want you to keep paying money. So part 1 was easy. And then part 2, they ramped up the difficulty, and you really had to figure out the systems, and you had to make use of every single character. And that last boss fight, you need to know how to use every single character, because the battle system has it so that you can swap characters in and out. And they all have special abilities. They all have specific types of weapons that do different things. They all have certain types of attacks. And that is a game where nothing is extra. So there are some games where everybody's played whatever, a Pokemon game where you beat the game with 99 potions and you never use them, or there's always the JRPG experience of someone being I'm going to hold on to these elixirs until I have to use them, instead of actually using them, and then they just never end up using them. Fantasian is not that game. By the end of the game, every single tool in your tool belt must be used to beat the last boss.
True.
Not an extra super boss, the last boss to beat the game. And it took me 3 tries to take down the last boss because like I had to make small tweaks to my strategy. But when I figured it out, man, there was nothing like it. I was on a high after that game for so long. Loved it. Was listening to the soundtrack with my girls. Like my girls were with me when I beat it. We were all like jumping up and screaming. It was amazing. So I love that game, but it is really freaking hard at the end. The game that I didn't beat, and this is not a JRPG either, because I beat all my JRPGs. No, I'm just kidding. But it's Lion King on the Super
That's a
Nintendo.
tough one.
Oh, that one is tough.
Yeah.
That game
Yeah, that
was
one's notoriously difficult.
stupidly hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was also like back in the day. So this is another really interesting thing that kind of ties to the design of Fantasian. Back in the day, there were some developers who worked directly with companies like Blockbuster and designed their games to be really freaking hard so that if someone rented it, they would need to keep renting it to keep trying to beat the game.
That
and I'm
makes sense.
pretty sure Lion King was one of those games because
That's
Aladdin
crazy.
was
It was-
tough.
yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those games for sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
Yep.
So the last
that's a great
question,
question, though. Love that.
I'm going to step
Yeah.
out and get some water.
Yeah. This is a question for Mags.
I can't be part of this.
Apparently, there's spoilers. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Go ahead, Max.
Okay. So this question is from ARock10, and I am going to
Wait. One thing, real quick. I need you to sign the emojis.
I will. I was planning to.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got you. Yeah. Okay. So this one's from ARock10. I am probably going to censor the question just a little bit because it does get into spoilery territory. And so I'm just going to try to keep it as Trails newbie friendly as possible. So I probably won't read it directly as it's written, just to kind of conserve some of that so that people aren't spoiled. So anyway, we'll get started. ARock says, "Hello guys. Hope y'all are well." Fire emoji. My question is of Trails, so don't read if you didn't play fully, please. Trail spoilers. Only for Mags and maybe Slam. Sorry, Brandon. Actually, it's only for me because Slam's not caught up. So we'll go from there. Feel free to answer in the pre-show if you guys think it might be too spoilery. I think it's going to be fine. Don't worry. We're not going to reveal any big plot threads here. Okay. Okay, so for the last Trails arc, hoping that the sequel to Trails Beyond the Horizon is the last Calvard game, and guessing the final arc will be in Le Mans State Arteria, home to the Bracer Guild and the church. We have not seen. I'm going to skip some of this other stuff in the question. So the main question is, for the main character of the final Trails arc, will we finally see maybe a protagonist who is a Jaeger? Or will we see a protagonist from the Septian Church again because of the events that occurred in Trails Beyond the Horizon? So the basic question is just asking, what faction do we think the main character of the final Trails arc will be? And I really like that question because I think that since a lot of us are caught up and have played Trails Beyond the Horizon, we've thought about that. Like, how is the series going to end? Who's going to be the main character that kind of sees us through to the end? What is their affiliation going to be? For me personally, I do think it's going to be a character from the church within the series. The Septian Church is a faction that we slowly learn about, kind of starting with Sky's second chapter. So for a lot of people who just started the series, they're going to start learning about the church more when Second Chapter's remake releases in the fall. That's when we meet Kevin, who is a pretty significant character in the series, and he is a part of the Septian Church. And I just think, from everything that we know regarding the events leading up to Horizon, the church has played a pretty key role in what's going on, but we also really haven't seen a lot from the inside. And we also haven't seen a lot of how they're going to handle some of the ramifications of things that we learned in Horizon. So I would love to see a protagonist from the church, and I think that it's possible that we will. I think a Jaeger protagonist is a little less likely, only because I don't know how embroiled they're going to be with everything going on in the final arc of the series. So we'll see. But it's a good question. I think that it'll be interesting to see how Falcom handles it and what the route they decide to go. But personally, I'm hoping for a church protagonist and a game that kind of reveals a lot more about that faction. But really cool. I guess we'll have to wait and see. You guys can come back now.
As much as I love talking about my vast knowledge of Trails, I'm glad that you were able to handle that one for us, Mags.
Anytime. Anytime.
Thank you.
Me too. Yeah.
And I kept
All
it pretty spoiler free, so
Good.
it's honestly
Okay,
fine
thank
to
you.
listen to.
Thank you. Because we took our headphones off, but like we're gonna watch
The episode,
Right.
and I have to
Right.
edit it, so it's like,
Right. So you're going to have to hear it anyway. Yeah. All right. So here we go.
we got the game.
Without further ado, we have a new section to the podcast we're adding. We're calling it Bonus XP. Let's go. Bonus XP, baby. This is the time to do it. Let's go. Okay. So I'm going to hand this one over to Slam. And Bonus XP, we're going to be doing some quick rounds they're going to alternate. We're going to surprise you on other episodes, so I won't spoil what they may be. But for this one, Slam, why don't you tell us what we're doing and what we're here for? Before we
Sure.
wrap all of this up.
So, this is going to be a rotating segment of different, similar, fun type games that we're going to do. Games about games. Today's game about games is JRPG 20 questions. Okay?
20 questions.
So,
Nice.
I've got a game in my mind. It sits right in here in my brain.
Mhm.
Okay. Mags and Brandon. And you know what? I should write it down so it makes it fair. Okay.
Oh, right down the game. So it is a JRPG. It's
It
not
is.
just a general
This
game.
is, we're
Okay.
going to do JRPG 20 questions. Make it.
I first thought it was going to be just a game, and I was like, okay.
That would be a little
That's gonna be
tougher.
tough.
Maybe we do that on another episode. But for this episode, we're going to do JRPG 20 questions.
And listen, I think ground rules here, Slam, should be that it has to be a game that we have played. Maybe. Or at least that we know about.
Okay, definitely one that you know about.
Yeah, I mean, that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Like, he may not know if we've
I
played
could
it,
have
but
I just could have Googled the most obscure game on the planet and then pick that, but
Right.
I didn't do that.
That would be unfair.
Yeah.
yeah, he wouldn't do that.
You guys definitely know. I mean, do you want that to be your first question? All right, let's get started on JRPG 20 questions.
So,
All right,
are
Max, so
these
here's the plan.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Hold on. So I think we should alternate. So I want you to start with your question, and then I'll go, and then we'll
You guys
go from
can
there.
talk
And then if we
about
need some
it
discussion,
and let me
we
know
can pause
Mhm.
and we can chat.
what the official question is. Like, you guys can
Okay.
ask questions to each other.
Yeah.
You can even, get my reaction to certain things, but you have to tell me when you are ready to submit an official question.
Okay.
Okay.
And then are these all yes or no's?
Yes.
Yes or no
Correct.
questions?
Yeah. These are yes or no questions.
Okay. Okay.
I want to. This isn't official, but I want to ask him just straight up if it's Final Fantasy X because it's Slam.
Is that an official or unofficial question?
Unofficial.
We're discussing Slam. If
Okay.
you could just give us a minute, please.
Like, cool.
You cannot start it this way. We can't burn a question on that. I won't allow it.
No, I said that you start. So
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you good with me just asking, or do you want me to run it by you?
No, go for it.
Okay. Does the game have turn-based combat?
Yes.
Okay, that knocks out a
was
lot of
good
games.
Start. Okay. All right. Turn-based combat.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like when you
So-
can like cut out a lot of like the action RPGs, that's
Okay,
good.
but here's the problem, Max, is like what kind of turn-based combat? Because technically, like, well, okay, I guess I'll ask you.
Yeah, you have the next question, so you can.
It has
you
to
can
be a yes or
go-
no question.
You could ask if it's a tactics game.
That's what I was going to say, because technically, tactics games you have
Yeah.
turn-based.
There's
No, I think you
a
should-
ton of variations to turn-based combat.
Right.
Let
so
the
I
record
think
show.
like yeah, I think asking if it's a tactics game would narrow it down further.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it a tactics game?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So we know it's not a tactics game. So that rolls out several games.
We could ask about franchises.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And we could also ask about art style.
You can ask about consoles.
Let's start with
you
art
can
style.
ask about.
Start with art
style.
You can.
Okay, so do we ask if it's 3D? Are you good with that?
That's a good path to go down. I was thinking if you start with anime or not, that could probably help.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I just think that might be kind of vague.
Yeah, go with 3D. That's fine.
Okay, is the game in 3D? Official question.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now remember, 3D can still span from like PS1 to beyond.
It can. But it does remove a lot of 2D experiences.
Yep.
So, let's see. It's the wrong question. 4.
Remember, Brandon said he would answer it in 4 questions.
I think
let
he
the
was
record
being
show
like...
that was an overconfident statement in the pre-show, I believe.
Yeah.
Just to demonstrate hype and excitement about this segment.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay. So we could go the franchise direction, or we could ask about story or characters, party members.
What about company?
Yeah.
Like if I asked if it's a Square Enix game.
Yeah. No, I think that's good.
Okay. Slam Zamboni. Is it a Square Enix game?
Yes.
Okay.
He's using a
right.
Square Enix
3D,
game. I'm so dead. That's so predictable.
Square Enix. Okay. But so it could be
it could be a lot.
Given where Slam's brain may be, it could be Dragon Quest, it could be Final Fantasy. Like those are probably the most likely.
Are there any other like 3D Square Enix experiences that are notable?
Well, it depends on how. So he could be being tricky by making it super niche.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you go the PS2 era, there's all kinds of, even PS1, but PS2 era, there's all kinds of like niche Square Enix 3D games.
I wonder if it would be a good question then to ask if a certain console, to see what console it released on, or like what era it's from.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it's a good idea.
What era should we ask about? Like what would like PS2?
Yeah. PS2 era.
Like is it from
which would include PS2 era would include what, GameCube? Although there wasn't a lot of Square Enix.
Not on GameCube.
PS2 has a lot of classics though.
Okay.
So I guess we could ask if this is a retro game, because that would give us the general era, and if it's not retro, then we know it's modern, and we could probably assume that we're talking Switch or something like that, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll ask it then. This is question 5. Is it a retro game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So a 3D retro game with turn-based combat from Square.
Yep. With turn-based combat. We need to lock that one in because it's not going to be some of the other niche titles. Square is most well known for, again, I'm going back to Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest. It's retro, so it's not a new Final Fantasy. So we're talking Final Fantasy, let's call it 12 and earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, you could consider 13 a retro. But...
I don't think so.
And then Dragon Quest, we're talking 8 and above. If it is in that realm.
So do you think we should ask if it's from one of those franchises specifically next?
Maybe. I mean, that's 2 questions, technically, if we decided to ask for both. And if it's not, I mean, that would give us a lot more to work with, but I would be surprised.
Yeah. So maybe
let's start with the big one.
Okay. It's
Slam.
for you. So, yeah.
Is it a Final Fantasy game?
Yes.
Is it
Bro,
Final Fantasy X? I'm
if
gonna
this
die.
if this is, I was gonna say, because I jokingly said I should just start with that.
I would literally die. What if he did that on purpose?
Oh, he probably did. He probably did, because I said it as a joke. He's like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
actually gonna do this," and make them totally second guess themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's a Final Fantasy. Now, listen, hold on. Before we jump to conclusions,
No,
here,
I don't want to jump to a conclusion. I just think it'd be funny if that's what he did.
it is a retro game. There are a lot of Final Fantasy spin-offs, so I probably should have asked if it is a core Final Fantasy game, but I think it's probably safe to assume that it's a core Final Fantasy game.
Okay. So knowing that, what is something that can distinguish some of them from others?
Setting.
Okay.
So if we're talking, so it's a retro game, he said. So let's say we've broken it down to 7, 8, 9, 10, possibly 12.
Mm-hmm.
Setting, so 7 is got, industrial. 8 technically has some industrial as well, but 8 you could say school setting. 9 is your high fantasy setting. 10 you have your like archipelago beach setting. 12 is more like, I don't know, what do you call like a Star Warsy setting, like
Sci-fi.
more like
Yeah.
sci-fi type setting. So we could go down the setting route,
But they're all different. So
You're just eliminating like one game at a time.
right. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to think. Are there elements that maybe a couple of the games have that others don't, that we could like figure out? Do they all have like large casts, or do they have anything in relation
well,
to
7, 8, and 9 are PS1.
Oh,
10
okay.
and 12 are PS2.
So let's do
So
that.
that could at least break it down that way.
Okay, that's good, because we just need to keep breaking it down a little bit at a time. So so is the question like, did it release initially on PS1
or PS2?
Okay. All right, Slam. This is question 7. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the game initially release on PlayStation 1?
Yes.
Okay, it's not Final
All
Fantasy X.
right, so it's not 10. Okay.
Okay.
Trickster.
So 7, 8, or 9.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just have to narrow it down.
It's going to be 9 or 7. If he chose Final Fantasy 8, I would be genuinely surprised, because he knows I love 9 and he knows I love 7 too, but he loves 7.
Well,
he
maybe
wants you to play 7.
But maybe he picked that just to throw us off.
8. Well, the thing is, we now have 3 games that we've narrowed it down to, and we have how many questions left?
I mean, you've got
12
questions left.
So we could literally just ask.
No, because your
7, 8, or 9.
general rule of thumb is you get two guesses at the game for 20 questions. Because otherwise, you could just ask 20 different games for 20 questions. Is it this game? Is it this game? Is it this game?
So then we need to narrow it down. So so the splitting difference between these two categories would be high fantasy. Because 7 and 8 are not high fantasy, 9 is. So if it's not high fantasy, then it's either 7 or 8.
Okay. Well, that's you. I'm good with it.
All right. Slam Zamboni. Is it a high fantasy Final Fantasy game?
No.
Okay. Then it's got to be 7.
So is this?
You can't ask about a moody protagonist, because that's also 7 and 8.
No, I know.
Since you have 12 more questions, I'm not going to allow you to ask if it's one game or the other. You got to narrow it down further.
Okay. Should we just ask if Cloud is the protagonist?
You can do it. Good call, Mags.
That's a great question.
All right, Slam. Is Cloud the protagonist of this game?
No.
I told you that's what he was going to do.
Is it? Can I just ask then? Are we willing to risk one of our two at asking the game? Because it seems like there's only one option here.
Is there a spinoff that could fit into this criteria? That's not high fantasy that released on the PS1.
Like if he's talking like Chocobo Mystery Dungeon or something, but no, because that would be high fantasy technically.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. I
mean, you would know, not me.
It's gotta be Final Fantasy VIII. It's gotta be.
Well, then you should ask. I'm good with it.
Okay. Slam Zany, my friend. Is it Final Fantasy VIII?
It is.
Yes, we did it.
In 10 questions. Oh wait, it's too bright. You can't see it. Oh no.
Oh,
we
man.
did it.
Final Fantasy VIII was not what I expected, but all right.
Good
that
stuff.
Was great.
Yeah.
10 questions. You guys got it.
Let's go. And that wraps up bonus XP for this episode. Look out for more bonus XP in upcoming episodes. We're going to have fun with this one.
Yay.
And with all that, let's wrap this sucker up. Slam, where can everybody find you?
Slam Zany on all the things on YouTube, Twitter mostly. Just dropped Trails video, and then I actually dropped a most excited and upcoming JRPGs video a while back. So go check those out if you want. And then you could also find me right here on this podcast.
You could also find Slam at the gym. Let's go.
Yeah,
baby.
That's right.
And hosting bonus XP, but that'll probably
Heck
rotate so I can play the game
we'll rotate
too.
that one out.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, Mags, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Avenger Mags on Twitter and Blue Sky and writing for Nintendo Force Magazine. I've been sharing a lot about my Japan trip as of late. And so now that I'm back in the States, I'm going to be jumping back into lots of games. I'm trying to wrap up Monster Hunter Stories 3 and then start something new, which I'm trying to figure out what that will be. So if you have any ideas, not Resident Evil 9, but if you have any other ideas, let me know.
You don't want to cause emotional damage to our members, Max. I'm just, for what it's worth.
He really twisted the knife with that one. Anyway.
That was well written.
And I'm Retro Brandon. You can find me at Retro Brandon on YouTube and at Nova Brand on Twitter and here as well.
And here.
And I am starting to get, I keep saying this, that I'm trying to get into the swing of things of sort of restarting my channel after a break. There's been a lot of stuff going on. I promise I'll get back to it, but I will be here. I promise. And we'll keep running it from there. But thanks everybody for joining us. Hope you had fun with this one. Let us know in the comments below what you're excited about, but also how you feel about things like bonus XP or some of the other things we're doing. We'd love to get your feedback. We appreciate all the members that have joined us, and we're really glad and thankful that you're all here. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you all in the next one.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
Later.